Open roads. It was on my wish list forever. I know that I do not need to narrate everything. I know that has voice acting, and I forgot basically everything else. I think it's kinda like the Life is Strange series, but also not. Let's start the game. So let's see where that goes. Oh. Me, Mom, Grandma Helen. Grandma's 80th birthday. Okay, apparently I'm packing boxes. Mom wants me to pack up my room to get ready for the move next week. It's taken a while, but I'm pretty close. Just a few things left before I can cross it off my to-do list. It's first person. Okay. I'm not sure I like this. All-night movie marathon. Okay, we have a random power cord. How do I move? Why is the mouse so sensitive? Can I pack the bunny? There's a crystal. Why is the crystal the first thing I'm grabbing? Welp. I understand if you don't like first person, the same for me. Cause we like pretty rocks. Yeah, I don't necessarily dislike first person. I just don't usually like, at least not from this point of view. I just didn't expect it. Also, it feels like it's giving a little bit of like motion sickness.
Ah, Nevada. Home to all manner of folksy cryptids and cool dads.
I'm gonna pack the jackalope. I married Bigfoot. She's great. Really weird news. Okay, laser tag, go-karts, mini golf. Okay. Only looking, not drinking. Test doesn't need hydration. Apparently not. There was no option to drink it, so only looking. Search spots. Hunter's Point, Copper's Harbor, base of Lighthouse. Accessible by boat. Okay, I am very confused. I don't know what we're doing here. Local myth or fortune in hiding? Too long, didn't read. Also, do I have audio coming from somewhere else? There is no audio here. There should also no audio. No, I do not. She wrote the article. Maybe good to know. That's a good point. Then we should pack that. And keep it. I mean, why not pack everything? Mr. Bun. We're gonna pick Mr. Bun. It's all yours. You can pick whatever you want. Apparently, I cannot pack the plant. And I cannot drink the drink. Ooh, that looks pretty. First of all, I love that my new PC can handle the graphics this way. The plant doesn't want to be in a box. Okay, matchbooks is not something I want. What do we have here? Liquid gold. More about the prohibition. Okay, yeah, pack it up. Moving day. Unpickable plants and drinks. In German we say frech. Frechheit. Invoice. Web page design, web publishing. Nail polish. School newspaper. Pick up mug from mom's work. Okay, theater. More nail polish. A plane ticket.
Better leave these where Mom won't see them.
And where's that? In the middle of the desk. Smart. Yeah, I'm not picking up the trash, thank you. Clueless? Okay. You know what else is smart? What is smart, Donna? What? Not packing the trash? Yeah. Hey Tess, we're doing movie night at your place. Yes, we are. What movies are you bringing from work? It's a comedy double feature night. I'll give you one clue as to which movies there are going to be. I already gave it to you. Don't do this to me. You have your clue. The clue is you're clueless. Putting all the clothes in the dryer and then forgetting to start it. Yeah, sounds amazing. Sounds like a lot of fun. Why can I only open the drawers like half a centimeter? This is low-key annoying. If the printer is not working when you're trying to print a plane ticket, is it a plane ticket then? Ooh, Bea. Flachwitz. Okay, I totally cannot do anything else. I can pop the bubble wrap. Awesome. Okay, can we do something now? Can I leave this room?
Tess?
Yeah?
Come down to the basement. There's something I want to show you.
The basement?
Pack up the rest of the room. I'm not sure the room will fit.
It's nothing really. Remember, this? Gah!
I love it, I hate it. What is it?
I love it! Where did this masterpiece come from?
Your Aunt August made it. When she was a kid. It's Lady, the dog we had when we were growing up.
And Aunt August isn't a rich and famous artist now?
Well, she is one of those things. Not a famous artist, though.
We've still got a little while before we actually move out, right? Like a week?
Yeah, about.
The estate sale was weird. Having all those people in the house, picking through Grandma's stuff. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, me too.
Are you okay? Mom.
We took care of your grandmother right up to the end, and
now they're selling the house out from under us. I know.
wanna just take a minute and look around and see what's left. I haven't really gone through everything since the sale ended.
Yeah, me neither. That sounds really nice. Just looking through what's still here. Aside from this hell picture.
Amazing that no one bought it, right?
Just shocking.
So you're all packed up, right? Good to go?
Ugh, oh my god.
Just remember that it needs to be done by Wednesday so we can get everything out of here on time.
I know.
Most of Grandma Helen's stuff was sold off in the estate sale. I haven't really had a chance to look around and see what's left until now. Donna, can we do something now? Can we leave this room, me after this 5-day flu? Bea, my inner dad is channeled. Yeah, we did lose Grandma in this game. We still in sad room, but at least there's good company now. Aww. Okay, so walking around to see what we're gonna pick up or not. Starting in the basement. I don't think we need random buckets. Or heat. Bleach, very important. Pick up laundry detergent. Why? A fedora.
So dapper. Was this Grandpa's?
Maxie's Axioms and More from the Sage of the Midwest. Dear Millie. Millie Calder.
Grandma's advice column was popular, wasn't it?
For a little while, yeah.
I felt really lucky that I got to ask her for advice face to face. I remember when we went to that one book signing when I was a little kid.
You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, people in the audience seemed so excited and nervous to get to ask her their questions right there in person. Sometimes when I'd ask Grandma for advice, she'd start off with, "Don't tell Millie," but I think she saved her special advice for me.
Well, she could have given some advice to herself and realized that taking out 3 mortgages on her house wasn't such a good idea.
No one gives advice like Millie. With her wit, wisdom, and ineffable tact, dear Millie has been charming readers for over 15 years. Found in newspapers nationwide, Millie doles out sage advice in over 5 million readers weekly. Gathered here for the first time are some of the most engaging responses from the Sage of the Midwest. On matters of home, parenting, and romance, there's never been a question that Millie can't handle. It smells like one. Oh, yeah. The detergent smell is something special for sure. Yeah, we should not mess with the fuses. So Grandma was a writer. That is interesting to know. And I do get slight motion sickness with this. Can I don't know. It's not really the graphics. If we lower the mouse sensitivity a bit, perhaps? Perhaps it gets better, perhaps not. Who knows? Why not play with electricity? Burn the house down. Yes, we're burning the house down 3 days before moving after we just sold everything. Sounds super smart. Oh, I can only look and put it back. Let me smash something. Why are there... Oh, that is basically going outside of the house. Okay, understood. Smashing to be smarter than burning it down. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I can run into walls. Awesome. I cannot flip the light switch. I cannot close this. There's a kitchen. There's outdoors. There's a closed door. I am curious. I cannot open the closed door. I don't want to go outdoors. Then we're gonna start in the kitchen.
I'm taller than you were.
Who's taller now?
You are. But I've still got time.
So many memories here to have like 2 generations on this wall. So that's gonna be tough for them. Again, I can only pick up and not drink. That's unfair. And I cannot close the fridge again? That's kinda a waste of electricity. Thank you. And the freezer is completely closed. Empty. A test will dry out and the game ends. Eh. But man, those colors are a choice. That would be unexpectedly short for the game. I actually don't even know how many hours of gameplay we have. With the amount of me poking around and finding nothing, probably 3 hours longer than everyone else. Wallpaper screams, welcome to the 70s. Yeah. That interior is a choice. More drinks that I cannot drink from. Oh, had anyone else those coasters? Like, I had those, like my grandma had those coasters. I lost them at one point, I think during a move or something. But when my grandma died, I actually took those from her home as a... And now the bot chimes in with the hydration. But yeah, those weird looking coasters, there was like a clock printed on them. They're sparking something deep in my cerebrum. Donna with the tongue breakers. But yeah, they had one up here, and yeah, my grandma had those coasters. How many cups that are not usable are there? Wee. I'm so bad with the mouse sensitivity here. I'm sorry for everyone who gets motion sick. Does it get smoother if I go with the controller? Does it have controller? No. Never mind. My parents had cardboard coasters, a lot of them. No, cardboard coasters was what my parents had, but only like in the party room. I grew up in like a huge house. I now know that you cannot drink out of those cups because you don't know how many people use them. Why are there cups everywhere?
Did Grandma start dressing like this after you moved out of the house?
Mm-hmm. After my father passed, my mother, well...
Turned into a hippie.
a bit of a free spirit, let's say.
Doesn't look like that rubbed off on August much.
I think it might have. To push her in the opposite direction.
I grew up in different flats. My dad called all of them Kanickelstein. Sounds like Berlin or something around there. Okay, that's an artist spirit for sure. Those windows look awesome. And the detail they put into the picture here are amazing. You have a color wheel here. Some pottery. I cannot really read any of those notes. Cone firing chart. Common type of prehistoric pottery. Okay, that's a choice. They're never gonna get done with packing when you keep calling mom for everything you find. It's been Saxony, but as we never had much money, we couldn't afford a big flat rent. Yeah, but still. So, do you wanna call mom?
Oh, good. Some of Grandma's pottery didn't get sold. I loved watching her at the potter's wheel when I was little. Had she been doing pottery her whole life?
Honestly, I think it's something else she picked up after my dad passed.
Like the advice column?
No, she was doing that since I was a kid.
Did Grandma... Was she ever with anyone else after Grandpa died?
Whoa, where did this come from?
Well, she just seems so vivacious. You'd think some man would be interested.
Yeah, no, not that I know of.
But mom would then be faster to just pack everything herself. Hey, we're here for a story, not for actually packing. We're not playing unpacking. We're here to discover the life story of someone.
Oh, hey. It's August. Ugh, exhausted. The state sale was a lot. But that's easy for you to say. Yeah, I remember. And the answer is still no. Well... The what? Oh, right. Right. Sorry, it hasn't exactly been at the front of my mind. Yeah, it's around here, somewhere. No, it's fine. Okay. Love you. Bye. Unbelievable.
What did she say?
Nothing helpful.
Is she still not gonna help us with the house?
No. She was just calling to ask me to find some book of hers.
Any idea where it could be?
It must be upstairs somewhere, in your grandma's things. It has a red and black cover, white block lettering. I'll know it when I see it.
Okay, let's go.
Aunt August called mom looking for some book that's important for her for some reason. It's probably somewhere upstairs. Very specific, thanks. But mom can't decide what we want to take for ourselves and how we are able to know if we want to pick something if we don't know all about it. Mom needs to answer questions. Yeah, now also we have to look for a book. Also, that ringtone was so triggering. Now we're gonna look for a book that was only described with colors, and no one really knows what we're doing here.
Oh, somebody bought Grandma's old writing desk?
And her typewriter. He said he was an advice columnist too, and wanted to use them for his writing. He said your grandmother was a real inspiration. He left a very nice note.
And a lot of money?
Well, it was just an old desk.
But it had sentimental value.
For us, maybe.
And for him, obviously. Can I see the note?
Sure.
Your mother has always been an inspiration, not just for me, but to an entire generation of writers and readers. I can't tell you how much peace she brought me over the years. To be able to write where she did, well, I hope a little of her magic crosses over to me. We are looking for a book that Mom will know when she sees it. Sounds smart. Who else would go look then? Yeah, of course. I love that Mom has gray strands. It is so pretty. Like, the art of this game was what I loved the most about the trailer. And
Well, okay. I guess it's alright that he got it.
Glad you approve.
I try to stay clear of spoilers, mostly. Oh, there's a drawing.
I remember hiding in here with a flashlight to read my books when I was a little kid and we were visiting Grandma.
And a box of crayons, apparently.
We'd come to visit and I'd hunker down in here for hours. Some kind of game in my head, I guess. I'd be hiding in here, and I'd hear Grandma out there in her room, typing away or just reading in bed. I know she knew I was in there, but she'd always pretend not to know. And I'd pretend she had no idea I was hiding. I don't know why. I just liked the feeling of knowing she was out there.
I have only slipped away into the next room. Somewhere very near, just around the corner.
The poem you read at Grandma's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a drawing. I thought it's mold. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, and it's dark in that chamber, so it's like, it's a choice. Okay, I really don't know. I'm looking for a book. I should stop looking at everything, I guess. Oh, it's good they sold the house. It's molding. If this is a vampire, if anyone has some, like, that's Tess' room. I don't need to go in there. If anyone has is on the PC and has a free tab, can someone look up how many hours of gameplay this has? I feel like I am unnecessarily delaying the gameplay.
Hey, Mom! Actually, maybe I should just put this back.
I went hey mom and then stopped myself. Okay, what do we have here? Sorry to hear that Mom's doing worse. It's been thinking about her a lot lately. I know this is a sore spot, so it's the last time I will bring it up. I really wish you would let me help with Mom's medical bills. I get that you would rather have me there in person to help, but I just can't get away from work long enough to make that happen. I'm sorry that money is the only thing I can provide right now, but that's just the situation we're in. If you're stressed about everything you have to do, you can always send... Tess down here for a weekend again. I love having her around. Call me if there's anything new with warm love. August. Internet says about 4 hours of main story. 4 hours it says for all playstyles too. I mean, apparently for me it will be 6 hours because I look at everything. Thank you both for checking. Also, I think that's probably a 2-stream game then.
I am the very model of a modern major general. La 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 da 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 mineral.
Da-da-doo-doo.
What's this?
Oh, it's a hook pole thing to pull down the hatch to the attic.
Could August's book be up in the attic? With Grandma's things?
Could be.
Alright. We can go up there, but... you go first.
Found a weird hook pull thing. What the heck do you call these things anyways? At any rate, I should be able to use this to pull down the steps to the attic. 6 hours because you're trying to drink everything that looks drinkable. Okay, I like that it was basically useless to look at anything because it's just not here.
Okay, come on up!
Damn, it's dusty. Now, where's that book?
Now you probably wish you have something to drink so you're not feeling as dehydrated with all the dust up there. I'm sorry. But the art is really, really pretty. And like you even see the light beams and the dust particles there in the game. If you zoom in. Must be torture for Tess taking all those drinks just to look at them without drinking. Hey, Mom.
Okay, well this is just creepy stuff. Why are these up here?
You'd rather they were downstairs?
Good point.
Ruth Harper takes you step by step. Sun, Moon, Rising. What's your sign and how to make it work for you? Even the hippies back then had all the astrology stuff.
What's under here?
Here, let me grab that. I'll put it up here to look through. Yeah, there's a bunch of old stuff in here. But...
Mom?
hold on, it might still be here somewhere.
There's something...
Here it is. Maybe if your dad had read this, he wouldn't have stopped working at the video store.
Mom! What's in there?
The answer has been obvious. I'm a bit disappointed. I thought Bethesda is a bit smarter. The cover screamed 70s just as much as the kitchen wallpaper. Okay, Forget about August book. We found a weird suitcase in a secret compartment in the attic. Did Grandma Helen hide it there? Why? The answer might lie within. This game is... Hey, I will send you on a quest. Never mind, I have a different quest for you. What about this one? I'm not saying I hate this, it's just a little bit special. This game is ADHD. Yeah, you're sending me. Welcome to today's ADHD challenge. Do not get distracting while doing this. I don't know if we're winning or losing. Okay. Hey, Mom!
This is just some junk from the old summer house.
Your family had a summer house?
Well, it was more of a cottage, I guess. We spent the summers up there for a long time.
And you've never taken me to visit?
Well, I haven't been there since I was your age. We just stopped going one summer. The summer after my dad died. I think there were just too many memories there.
Oh my god.
What?
Aren't you seeing it?
Seeing what?
Right here! Behind them? That's a freshly covered hole.
Uh-huh.
It's obviously the location of the buried bootlegger gold.
In our backyard, you mean?
Indubitably.
Lady probably buried a bone there.
Dogs don't really do that. Only cartoon dogs do that.
Only cartoon dogs bury bones, but real-life bootleggers bury gold in people's backyards? In 1968?
It was a different time, Mother.
Sure.
That's how my life works. I have a task until I'm getting a side quest for which I need to solve a side quest, which is depending from a side quest, and so on. You don't want to see me trying to clean up? I mean, same. I am diagnosed with ADHD since I'm like 7 or 8 years old. But I am also on the autism spectrum, so that's fun. I'm still not officially diagnosed for autism, but all the criteria for autism in persons assigned female at birth are basically there. And I'm currently waiting for one assessment. That's in a few months or something. I don't remember. I need to look it up. But the waiting lists are crazy long, and also it doesn't really change anything. So I'm just like, eh. It's there's ADHD meds, but every doctor I actually talked to was like, oh yeah, you're not struggling as much with the symptoms as your brothers. Both my brothers got medicated and I did not. So that's being assigned female at birth. Much fun. But yeah, both my brothers got medicated and I never did. And I'm just like, eh. But I can relate to that heavily. And yeah, getting diagnosed is work. And like, since there are no autism meds anyways, it doesn't really change anything. Just because people are masking doesn't mean they don't struggle. That is a very valid point, but masking wasn't that much known even amongst professionals, and because assigned females at birth have different expressions of ADHD and also of autism, it was way harder back then when I was younger to get diagnosed with that and yada yada. But yeah, my ADHD actually did get diagnosed. It's in my papers somewhere. Doesn't change a damn thing. But so yeah, I am very neurodivergent and I feel those side tracks and things. And as I'm getting older, I sometimes just feel like it's getting more difficult to mask. It always takes way more spoons from time to time. Shiny rocks! Hey, Mom! Weird little rocks, homemade marbles, imitation jawbreakers, a very abstract model solar system.
Imitation jawbreakers.
Ah, these little stones were from the stream near the summer house.
You painted them?
Me and August. The rocks from the stream were so smooth, but I forget why we painted them.
You were really that bored, huh?
There weren't many TV channels back then.
Tragic.
Maybe Mom is there for body doubling so then we can get shit done. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, Mom.
Grandma's sunglasses? Vintage. Can I keep them?
You think they're your style?
Yeah.
Sure. Just be careful with them.
I'll guard them with my life.
Hey, Mom. Okay, I need to stop. I'll make a clip compilation out of all the Hey Moms. Cool van, funky van, hip van, groovy van.
Groovy van.
I did love that van. The engine died for good while we were visiting the summer home, and so I just turned it into my bedroom after that.
You slept in a broken down van?
Well, the summer house was small, and I always had to share a bedroom with August. When I realized I could have my own space just by sleeping out in the van, it was a no-brainer.
Did you, like, redo it to be like a bedroom inside?
Yeah. Your grandfather pulled the seats out for me, and I set up a little bed frame with a mattress and all sorts of posters and pillows and shelves and things like that.
Wow, that's actually cool. Could I do that? With our car?
No!
No, our car is still working. Don't. But also, that's super cool. Note for developers of the game. Next time, give up the mom to play. That will be much faster. I feel like I'm not compromised enough to take the planned diagnostic place of someone who would need it way more. So I will stay undiagnosed to try not to speak too much about me, maybe having it, to not get too much disgust about it. Some people are really mean about the theme. I feel the not wanting to take the place of someone who would need it way more, but also that's not really a thing also. Like, the waiting lists are there for a reason, and they will get through the people anyways. And yeah, Toasty, that was kind of where I was going with this. Your struggles are not invalidated because someone else is struggling more or differently. that can happen simultaneously. And yes, some people are really mean about this. And also, being diagnosed is not, at least autism, ADHD is different, but like, diagnosed with autism has a heavy stigma. Being diagnosed with ADHD has also a stigma, but it's getting better over the years in some parts of the population. Well, yes, imposter is my second name. I struggle with imposter syndrome in my work life and as a content creator. So I feel you there. But it's not helping. So what did Toasty write? There will always be people struggling more. Doesn't mean your struggles are not valid. With the same reasoning, none of us could ever be happy again, because other people have more to be happy about. Yeah, it's just like imposter syndrome doesn't bring you anything that's except anxiety. Like, it doesn't add anything of value to your day, and multiple things can be true at the same time. Sometimes we love people, but we are not good around them, so we need to love them from afar. Sometimes we have a hobby, and a hobby is only there to bring you joy. You do not need to be good at something to make it your hobby. I suck at drawing. I still sometimes draw as a hobby. I will not share that with the public, but it's just something that brings fun, happiness, fulfillment. And circling back to the diagnosis, the waiting lists are really there for a reason. And if it helps you, go for it. And if it's just the peace of mind that things are not in your head, that like there's a valid reason for things, that helps so much with some things. Okay, postcard. We will be together soon. I love you, and we're going to love our new life together. Free and happy.
Well, whoever this guy was, it sure seems like he and Grandma had something pretty intense going on. Was Grandma Helen... planning to run off with this guy?
No! Not the Helen I knew.
Intrigue. Grandma, what were you up to?
I found my workarounds for most things, so I don't need the diagnosis. It wouldn't change anything for me, as I don't search for medication or therapy. That's valid. But yeah, I nowadays prefer to do things kind of like that. Do I need that for anything? Do I need it for medication? Do I need it for tax reasons or anything like that? Then I start looking into things. If I don't, I don't.
Whoa. There was a crime spree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, department stores and fancy clothing shops. Places kept getting robbed. The police couldn't figure out how the crooks were pulling it off. It went on for, well, I mean, it felt like months.
So what happened? Did they get caught?
Now that, I don't remember.
Did Grandma write these?
During the last summer, we visited the cottage.
Was she okay?
Looks like her editor didn't think she was. It was only a year after my father died. I think Millie was still figuring things out, too.
It must have been hard.
I'm sure it was. They'd been married 20 years?
I meant for you.
Oh, right. I mostly just tried not to think about it.
That doesn't seem very healthy.
It got me through.
Recently, one of my daughters gave me a tremendous shock. She is married. Apparently, her college view and her tied the knot without my knowledge. She claimed that they wanted to skip the wedding to save up for a house, but I'm very hurt by her exclusion. She knows that I have dreamt of a big wedding for a long time. How can I convince her that a marriage founded in secrecy will never last? Miffed mother-in-law. Editor's note. Millie is a character. Pull it together. Dear MILF. Editor's note. No. Half the battle of being a parent is allowing your children to make their own mistakes. Only time will tell if the marriage will stick, and the only thing you can do is make the best of it. Consider the weight of your daughter's been under, keeping this under wraps. We all have our secrets, myself included, and not to be able to tell even our close loved ones can feel absolutely suffocating. While it can be hard to see a child make such a foolish mistake, the best thing mother can do is bite her tongue. Yours, Millie. Too harsh. Rewrite. Editor's note. No. My husband rekindled a relationship with his high school crush, a girl he hadn't seen since his Air Force days. They both married, and he told me they are just friends. Against my better judgment, I supported it, and they started spending more and more time together. While I should have trusted my gut, coming home early from grocery shopping, I caught them in the act. Now I'm at a loss. My friend says get divorced. My mother says to stay together for the children. What can I do? Dear Hopeless. Editor's note. Nothing harder than having your marriage fall apart before your eyes. Trust me, I know. It's hard to say what's worse, the sense of betrayal or the realization you've had. Divorce is a tricky subject, no doubt about it. I will tell you one thing, though. There's always time to start anew. Abandonment and freedom are two sides of a coin. No newspaper will allow you to argue for divorce. Rewrite. Okay.
Grandma's diary? Should we?
Oh, I don't think we should really...
Oh, Grandma wouldn't have cared. I'm dead. What difference does it make to me? I can hear her saying it now.
Aren't any help. They think they are being good neighbors, but if anyone should know where the path of good intention leads, it's these church ladies. The children carry on best they can. Opal is caught up in her own teenage dramas as usual, almost as if it were any normal summer. August is worrying me a bit. She's becoming caught more and more in her imagination. I wish I could help her, but there's so much I can't say. It's becoming a challenge keeping my correspondence with XXX concealed. It's only a matter of time till we're together again in person, but to hold it all inside, not tell a soul, it's almost too much. But he knows and I know soon enough the waiting will be over and this will be all in the rear view. Postcard. Libertyville, United States, Washington. To Helen Devine, Greenville. Forget about the past. Leo's dead. All that matters now is our future together. We can't read her diary. You don't want your diary to be read too, ain't you? But we need to read the diary because we need this key. If I had one, I sure would not want people to read it.
What is this? So, Grandma and this guy were definitely together before Grandpa died? And they were gonna run away together? You never heard about this?
No, this is
And what is this key to? Why is it hidden in here?
something at the summer home, I assume.
Okay, well, now we've gotta go check the old place out. Maybe we'll find that bootlegger gold?
Oh, not this again.
And to see if we can figure out what really happened with Grandma Helen and the mystery man. Don't you want to know?
I don't know, Tess. We still have so much to do around here.
Come on. It'll be fun. An adventure.
I still need to call Tina at the theater and finish cleaning out the fridge.
Come on. We never get to do stuff together. You spend all your time at the theater, and I spend all my time in school. When was the last time we were able to do something? To talk?
Well...
You do want to know, don't you? I can see it, Mom. I can see it in your face.
Oh, God. You know, a little change of scenery would be nice.
Ha, that's the spirit.
We could spare a weekend before we have to move for a little road trip, right? To tie up some loose ends.
Right.
And some of those little towns along the way are great for antiquing.
Yeah, sure.
All right, it's a deal. Let's hit the road and see what we find. I could really use a break from all this, even if it's just for a weekend. Pack your overnight bag.
Yes!
And bring your homework. I don't need you falling behind at school. Do you really think we're gonna find buried gold at your grandma's old summer home?
Well, no, not really. It's like Bigfoot. He's just fun to look for.
I see.
Like Nessie, like X-Files.
I don't remember that episode of X-Files.
The one where they look for buried gold?
Why would the FBI send them to look for buried gold?
The government's always looking for money.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, if I find it, you'll be the first to know. And then the government.
What about August's book?
We can FedEx it to her when we get back.
Okay. A road trip! This is gonna be great.
We're on the road to the secret summer home to find out what's the deal with Grandma and Mystery Man. Who knows what we might find. It will be a while before we get there, though. Hey, Mom.
What are you doing back there? Are you gonna do your homework?
No. Reading in the car makes me carsick.
Then what are you messing with back there?
I don't know.
So stop it. It's not safe.
Okay.
When did you say the last time you were at this summer house was?
Oh, when I was, I guess, 15? Your age?
I'm 16.
I meant about your age.
So, a long time ago. Wow. No one's been there since, like, the 19th century.
Ha ha.
What was the Industrial Revolution like?
Tess, I wouldn't know.
Did you ever meet Galileo?
What? Jesus, how old do you think I am?
I mean, I'm just estimating. It's a rough estimate. It's a rough estimate.
I'll say. It was the 60s, I think, summer of 68. 1968.
So, like, 35 years ago?
And you say you're bad at math.
What was it like?
The summer house?
And the Dark Ages, but yeah, the summer house.
I just always really liked it there. It was an escape.
From what?
Everything, I guess. School, town, same old. Every day just felt like it was hours when we were there.
Sounds really nice. So why did we never go?
I don't know. It was somewhere I always associated with being a kid. Yeah, we stopped going as a family when I was your age, and then I went off to college, and then married your father.
Did Dad even know about this place? I can't imagine Dad passing up a free summer home where he could just hang out and do nothing all day.
So you're saying your father is lazy?
No, Dad's a hard worker.
Okay.
He'd work late at the video store all the time. He'd be there with the closing shift.
Watching movies on the store monitors.
You've got to have something on for the customers. Closing is a pain in the butt. And he'd manage the schedules and store finances. He even made the window displays.
Fine, those were pretty cool. No. I mean, I guess there is a real reason I never told your father about the old summer place. Because I knew he would never have put in the work to actually fix it up so we could use it.
It needed a lot of work?
Well, not last I saw it, but being unoccupied for decades out there in the middle of nowhere, it's gotta be falling apart.
It could still be in good shape. Maybe somebody's been, you know, keeping it up.
You hope squatters have been living in it?
No, like, you know, like shoe elves. I mean, it'd be nice if it were magically still in good shape, considering we need a new place to live.
To live in? Tess, I'm sorry, you couldn't live there, and not year-round.
Why not?
Well, it doesn't have central heat, or even really insulation. It's a summer home, not a winter home.
Well, it's better than not having a home at all, isn't it?
Okay, we're not gonna be homeless.
But we're getting kicked out of Grandma Helen's house. We don't have anywhere else to live.
We'll find a place.
What kind of place?
I don't know yet.
We're gonna be living in this car, aren't we?
No.
Just like when you lived in that van.
We can find an apartment.
How are you even going to pay for an apartment?
The theater company,
I thought you said it was underwater.
Well, it's not doing great, but...
Mom.
What?
We need money.
Believe me, Tess, I know.
If Dad was still here.
Excuse me?
He could help. Pay for things.
If your father and I were still together, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Well, have you asked Dad if he could send back some money? To help?
Absolutely not. He doesn't have the money.
But Dad moved out west for work. What? Don't laugh at me.
I'm not. It's just work. Sure.
It wasn't for work? Then what was it then? I think I deserve to know.
If he hasn't told you his side of the story, I'm not gonna step in and take that responsibility for him, like I always did. Your father left me in a hell of a situation. We made all these decisions together. Do you not understand that? We made decisions that depended on us both, you know, sticking around. I didn't plan for any of this. You idealize your father, you know that? And I just don't really want to talk about it right now.
Fine. Let's never talk about it. Let's never talk about anything important.
I'm pretty sure I heard my phone buzz from the glove department. Thanks for the clue, Sherlock. Hey, Tessa Bear, just thinking of you. Easy to forget about weekends here. Every day is a work day for me. Hey, Dad, what's up? Not much at work right now, but good to hear from you. How's work going? Making money. Would you be able to send some money back to help me and Mom? I don't know if my mom told you, but we are moving out next week. I think it's going to be hard for Mom to pay for rent and at a new place and stuff like that. Do you think you could send some money back to help? I would love to, kid, but right now my liquid assets are all tied up in reinvesting at work. If I send enough back, that would help you worth a damn. Without it sinking my business out here, you know I would. But your mom's always been the smart one. She will figure things out, don't worry. You understand, right, Pumpkin? Yeah. Did you tell your mom you brought the tickets? Not yet. Me and Mom actually on a road trip right now. We are investigating a family mystery and going to her old summer house. Can you believe it? You need to tell her, kiddo, or else I will, and you know she would freak. Okay, I promise I will ASAP. I know you will, love. You actually have to get back to it now. Treat your mom nice. Love you. See you soon.
Are you sending text messages to someone?
Yes? Yes, I am.
To who?
It's to whom, Mother? It was Dad.
Just getting his side of the story, huh?
No comment.
It's all right. Having a common enemy can help bring people together.
You're not my enemy. Or Dad's.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Well, it's not supposed to.
Are you... Did Dad just listen to us? Scary is writing directly after our discussion. It's called plot. Time to let the cat out of the bag. Apparently not.
My God.
Are you okay?
I just didn't think it would still be here.
Mom, well, it is. And it looks to be surprisingly well preserved.
Well, it's not just like I remember it. A little more...
Run down?
weathered than the last time I was here. But I guess I am too.
Want to start looking around?
Yeah.
Has no one been there all those years? It's weird. This isn't exactly what I pictured when Mom said they had a summer home, but it's really pretty cool in a retro way. There's possibly lots of cool stuff inside from when Mom was a teen, and hopefully some clues to the identity of Grandma Helen's mystery man. Okay, but like, is actually no one living there? How is the land just unoccupied for this long? Also, why does this tree have orange... Why does it look like fall leaves when everything else looks like spring?
It's out there. Somewhere. That buried bootlegger gold.
Uh-huh. Bigfoot too, I hear.
Do you think he found the gold already?
What makes you so sure Bigfoot's a he?
Oh, I love it. Equal opportunity cryptids. Very forward thinking.
It's 2003, Tess. Anyone can be a Bigfoot.
Okay. Maybe the tree choose to be orange. No one knows. Yeah, this really looks like it needs some work. Random Bügelbrett, nice. I don't know if it's... Perhaps it's a safety hazard to go in there. I'm not so sure about this. I'm not gonna use my brain capacity to figure out what's Bügelbrett called in English. Okay, can I go in here?
It's your groovy van. And it's locked.
Gotta keep all the groovy stuff in there secure.
Please tell me the keys are somewhere. I need to see what a lava lamp looks like after it just sits there mutating for 30 years.
They might have been... I can't remember.
Don't do this to me, Mother. I have to see how much tie-dye is in there. Please.
Oh, August was always trying to steal my keys so she could get in there and mess with my stuff. They're probably in her room.
Oh, the little criminal! All right, I'm on the case. The groovy stuff is so close, I can taste it.
I can taste it. Der hat mich kalt erwischt, danke für den Lacher. Of course. So, our current task is going to August's room and find the keys.
Is this a trailer?
Iron and Bird? Yeah, makes sense.
Mobile home.
What did I just say?
They're not the same thing. A trailer home hooks up to the back of a truck and can be towed around. You can take it from place to place. A mobile home arrives on a trailer, like towed by a big truck.
Go on.
A mobile home doesn't have wheels.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, I will admit it took me a moment to untangle the nuances.
Yeah, Brain was like, nah. July. Okay. Random cards. This looks so...
These have seen better days.
Yeah, it's a shame they've gotten so moth-eaten.
I meant when they were alive.
Right.
I think hunting is really rude. Like, leave the poor animals alone.
You know, people have been hunting animals since we lived in caves.
Right. Before there were supermarkets. Or shotguns. Hunt like a caveman, and maybe I'll give you a pass. Did Grandpa shoot these?
Mm-hmm. Well, the pheasant. I shot the deer.
Mom! That's messed up! You shot a deer? You killed Bambi's mom? That was you?
Oh, Bambi. Okay. You know, deer and rabbits and things aren't cute cartoon characters in real life. Out here, they're actually pests.
Cute, innocent pests?
But pests all the same.
You were my age when you shot it?
Younger. Our father took us hunting during the summers when we'd stay out here. Well, mostly just me. I always did all right with hunting. I could kind of, what's the word? Compartmentalize it? I don't think August could, though. I only saw her fire a gun once. A little .22 hunting rifle. She didn't want to, but my dad wouldn't let her give up. He said we weren't heading back until August took her shot. So she aimed and fired and missed. The deer ran off, and August cried all the way home. That was August's first and last hunting trip. Our father didn't have much patience for that kind of, He had a real thing for, you know, not letting your emotions get in the way.
Maybe it's good to let your emotions get in the way sometimes. Maybe they're trying to tell you something.
Right, Bea? Well, there we have a rifle.
Oh, look at this big pink guy.
Kurt won that from me. At the fair.
Kurt?
We met at the drive-in diner.
You had a summer fling? Was he cute?
I thought he was very handsome. And he
Grandpa
rode a
has.
motorcycle.
Oh my god, a bad boy?
Well, honestly, I fell for him pretty hard that summer. It was pretty,
Cool. On his motorcycle?
He was very romantic.
Oh, no.
No, not like that. Well, a little like that.
Ah, no. So, what happened? Did you break up with him, or...
I don't remember. It was just a summer thing. It doesn't really matter.
Wow. Did I hit a nerve?
Hey, maybe we should keep
Random
looking around for
floating
more
teddy
relevant
bear.
things.
Like it was randomly floating in the back of this conversation. That was so weird.
Sheesh, what happened here?
Looks like the wall gave way. Water damage, I guess.
What is this thing?
It's the water heater.
Oh, that's why you said water damage. I get it, I'm following along. Well, it's not going anywhere now. Can we climb over it?
No! God, look at all that rusty metal.
I'm up on my tetanus shots, aren't I?
We're not risking it.
Well, what's that thingy back there?
It's a maintenance hatch for getting down into the crawl space under the house.
Is there any other way into the crawl space?
I think there's a way to get in from around the back. Why are you acting so excited?
Well, if we could get into the crawl space, we could climb back up out of that hatch and get over to that side of the mobile home to find more stuff.
I'm not sure why you're using the plural here.
And also, I really want to see if there's any cool, creepy stuff under there.
I just wanted to write it's okay.
Like
You
a
get your
skeleton.
tetanus shots.
Listen, you can give it a peek if you want, but there is no way I'm crawling under there with you. You're on your own.
Hey, no problem. More cool, creepy stuff for me.
Sheesh. Okay, like, I skipped the entire kitchen because I was like, there's nothing here worth it. And now we unlocked the next thing that is actually we need to go to the crawl space. I don't feel like I want to go in the crawl space, but I have to. Jesus Christ. Anything here? Okay, oh, right. I'm stuck here behind the fucking chair. Okay, crawl space at the back or something. Has there been a bottle of wine? You didn't try to drink it yet. It didn't let me pick it up. There was no option. I hovered the mouse. So it's wine. Of course I would drink wine. See, there's not even an option. I cannot even pick it up. It's so sad. Also, those chairs are really hindering my movement. See, I can't do anything. Give me the wine bottle. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Also, no one clipped this. Whee! Whee! That should be the faster way to go in there. Also, I didn't check out the vegetables. No Hey Mom with the... There's a Hey Mom.
Did you do these with Grandma?
No, August did. I never had a green thumb. She loved helping my mother in the garden.
Really?
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. Can you picture August getting her hands dirty out in the garden now?
I guess not. But if my mother was ever out in the garden, she was out there with her, helping the best she could. I remember one year, maybe when she was 6, she started crying so hard when it came time to pick the berries and vegetables. But the plants worked so hard growing them. You can't just take them.
Aw. Well, now I feel bad for the plants.
She was a sensitive kid.
So am I. So what happened? To August. She doesn't seem so sensitive now.
Oh. Life happened, I guess.
Yeah, that's definitely not the cozy side here. Okay, I cannot access the crawl space here. Oh, I cannot walk. Jesus Christ.
So this is how we get into the crawl space?
You keep saying we.
So this is how intrepid people with an innate sense of curiosity get into the crawl space?
Among other personality traits, yes.
Fine then. I'll go it alone. You're probably too frail to get in here anyway. Those creaky knees of yours.
Wow. Okay, into the filthy crawl space you go.
See you on the other side.
Okay, looks. We have some pipes here. This is like a maze. Where is it we actually need to go? I lost my sense of orientation.
Ooh, this is good. Mom's gotta see this.
I'm writing you from our new home right on the water. I was looking and I realized there's no better home for us than one we could just pull up anchor and split if we really needed to. So I bought us a houseboat. It's really something else. Bought it from an old fellow who would kept it perfect and was just done having to maintain it in his autumn years. There's a rumor they are going to dam this river up, but that's a long time coming if it happens at all. Now just get you and those kids moved up here. I hope it's been a good summer. Right back and let's make plans for the big move. Something I've learned since Leo died is that being loaded with cash is the only way to live. Get ready to leave all your worries behind. Okay, there's a houseboat somewhere. Oh, there's.
Mom, I found a way in. Hang on, I'll open the back door. Hey, Mom, I found something. Look, look.
Another letter.
He wanted to live with Grandma on a boat? Maybe we can figure out where the boat was by looking at the photo.
It looks like, well, it looks like a boat.
A houseboat.
Can't see much of the surrounding area.
It's near... trees? Maybe we can look for some of those.
A place in Canada with trees. That narrows it down.
Oh yeah, so specific. A place with, in Canada with a lake and trees. No one has heard about that before, right? Right?
Do you remember... well, did it seem like Grandma wanted to...
Leave my father? I mean, I guess when I was around your age, I started wondering why they were together in the first place. They didn't seem to...
make sense together?
Yeah.
Huh. I remember when I started wondering that about you and Dad. Why you were together. You're both so different. Did you used to have more in common?
Well, when you're together at first, everything about each other is new. It can cover up a lot of things. But when you get used to each other, that's when it can be hard. But sometimes, you know, by that point, it's too late.
Too late. Because you have a kid?
Well, that can be one factor.
So you think you and Dad would have split up a lot sooner if I wasn't around? Well, I'm sorry I held everything up, okay? Maybe you would have been happier if you hadn't been stuck with Dad for so long.
Honey, that's not how it is. It's not as simple as that, and it's not because of you. There's a lot more to it. We'll talk about it someday.
When's someday?
Not today.
Then when?
Not today.
Okay.
Go mechanics! Oh man, I forgot that August had this. I let her keep it when I moved into the van.
But August didn't even go to Fort State.
She almost did. We were both so excited to, growing up. Don't you remember Grandma talking about how much she loved it?
I remember her talking about how sexist it was.
Yeah, well, everything was sexist back then. But we're a Ford State family. You'll be a triple legacy.
I don't even know if I want to go to college.
What do you mean you don't know if you want to go to college? Of course you're going.
I can make my own choices.
What kind of choice is that? To be broke?
I'm not gonna be broke. I've been working really hard on my design business. And August didn't go to college.
August was lucky. She's talented, but she's also lucky.
When I'm 18.
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's not a discussion.
Fine.
So sexism is okay as long as everyone is. That's just how things were. Also, I like that we're not taking Tess serious and are just going with, that's just how it's supposed to be. And do not talk about things. That seems really boomer of her.
Oh, how fun. Wait, Did they not get to use these? No video games back then, I guess. Poor, deprived kids.
The Mean Boys by August Devine. One day August rode her back to town because of how sunny it was. Because it was sunny, her friend Nightshade had to follow behind under the trees because he lives in the shade and shadows and can't go in the sun. August laughed as Nightshade ran along under the trees, and she and Nightshade made jokes together. When August and Nightshade got to the town, they were both outside the general store. They saw August's special tie that made her safe, but it didn't make her safe from them. The Mean Boys came close. They said, "Who are you talking to? And what are you wearing, stupid?" August said, "My dad's tie." The Mean Boys said, "Your dad must be stupid." August was crying, but the Mean Boys didn't care. They laughed and laughed. August looked for Nightshade, but Nightshade couldn't help because he was trapped in the shade under the tree far away. When the Mean Boys went away, August went under the tree with Nightshade. August's special tie was all dirty. She gave Nightshade a hug to feel better, but it didn't help enough. Okay, bullying. Going to college in America is a guarantee to be not broke. Has Mom ever seen a student loan check there? I'm asking for a friend. I mean, this is Canada, not the US, but yeah. Someone cancel the internet. That's not how we used to do things. Hashtag Neuland. This internet will never be a thing in the long run. Dear August, you were upset after what happened today, and that's alright. You needed time to yourself instead of talking to me, and that's alright too. But upset as you are, you need to remember, boys only tease girls because they like them or because they're different. You cannot control the cruelty of others, but you can discourage it through your own appearance and behavior, or learn to play along. It's time to grow up now. I know you will. Wow. There are so many things right and wrong in this note at the same time that I don't know where to start. Yes, I'm buffering right now. Boys only tease girls because they like them. Yeah, someone teach them not to. That's not how you express that you like someone. Or because they're different. That's also not a valid reason. You cannot control the cruelty of others, which is very true, but you can discourage it through your own appearance. And that is very wrong. Wir haben das schon immer so gemacht. We always did it that way. Or learn to play along. It's time to grow up now. Man, this is so wrong and so right at the same. There. Okay.
I don't know if I agree with this advice. This doesn't sound very Millie to me.
Millie was just a character, honey.
I know, but didn't she usually give advice Grandma would have given? How could you tell a little kid that getting picked on was their own fault?
I don't know if that's what she meant.
It's right here. She's like, if people are mean to you, you should change. What, the bullies are right? She never told me that kind of thing when girls were being mean to me at school. She just told me to be myself.
I guess... Well, maybe if Mother could have gone back and given August the advice she gave you instead, she would have.
I hope so. I'd recognize that penmanship anywhere.
This piece was clearly done by an accomplished artist.
A cartographic prodigy? Do you think there'd be anything there to dig up that was left behind? It'd be like a time capsule.
Maybe she was gonna come back for it later. It was her first investment.
She got started early. I don't know. Let's just go see what it is.
This started with us looking for a book. We didn't find a single thing we are actually looking for. Are we still trying to open... Are we still trying to open the van?
You ready to unearth this mystery?
You are really getting into the mess on this trip. Crawling...
Oh yeah, I already forgot about the book.
It's for the sake of the adventure, Mom.
Don't let me stop you.
What happened to packing, though? I mean, there wasn't much left to pack. The amount of sidetracking in this game. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is a seriously bullied kid. Got it. I should rename it to ADHD Simulator. This game is an ADHD story. I love that for us.
So this is where August buried her feelings.
Mom! Come on, it's sad. What?
I don't know. Maybe we should keep it. Maybe August would want it.
I think so too.
We can just put it in the car.
Welcome back, Nightshade.
Looks like dried up chewing gum. It turns out the real treasure was the friends we made along the way. Joking, it was actually the grave of August's imaginary friend Nightshade. I feel kinda bad for disturbing it. Okay, so much for the grave earlier. Also, Bea, I think you almost need to... Do you need to refresh? Were you still at the picture of the weird-looking tie thing? Or was it just written after? Because, especially on mobile, one sometimes gets, like, weirdly delayed for stream. Okay, are we still... Okay, that's fair enough. Are we still looking for, like, keys? About 2 hours drive to Kurt.
What's this about?
Oh, that was the town where Kurt lived. You know, we were a summer thing, but we were planning on how we could keep seeing each other once we both went home after the summer. I guess I was feeling pretty lost. I latched onto him and held on tight. He became my plan for how I would be okay.
And that didn't work out?
Yeah, like these things often do.
So how'd you end up with Dad?
Sorry?
Well, you didn't end up with Kurt. How'd you end up with Dad?
Oh, it was a lot of years later that I met your dad. After college, I moved back to Greenville for my bookkeeping job. It was actually when I was in one of the first plays I performed in at the Andromeda. Your dad was in the audience. He hung around outside the stage door after the show and he flagged me down. He said there was a problem with the production. He was so distracted by my beauty that he couldn't pay attention to anything else going on in the play.
Aw, that's so romantic. It's like something out of a rom-com.
I found it endearing at the time. He was very persistent.
Was Dad big into local theater?
No. He told me later that he'd actually been at the play on a date with someone else. He told her he needed to head home, then hung around the theater to talk to me.
Classy.
Bold. Did you find that endearing?
I guess at the time I found it flattering. And a little funny. I should have realized it was a red flag.
Big red flag.
Wait, are you saying Dad cheated on you?
Oh, God, no. No. Just, you know, it's a sleazy move.
So, not the kind of thing Kurt would have done?
Oh, I don't know.
I was gonna say red flag. Did I get it right? They want to give the dried up chewing gum back to August. Some re-traumatization for 3 hours. Yes, you got it right, Bea. Yes, I'm just opening all the doors to let some air in, I guess.
What's in here?
That was my mom and dad's room. Well, just my mom's room last we were here.
Well, dang it, that door's stuck.
I think... Look, we could twist the latch open if... I think I could get this open with a flathead screwdriver.
Awesome. Where's one of those?
Oh, I had a little toolkit in the glove box of my van.
Nice.
Now we still need to get into the van, and we don't know how, because we still need the key for that. That was supposed to be in August's room, but was not really. The hammer from the basement would be great now, game developers. Yeah, and I wasn't allowed to bring the hammer, which is kind of rude. That looks icky. Don't look up. That looks even more icky. You are young, idealistic, and you trust easily. You have an open heart and a lot of pain to heal. Don't let someone who is more flesh than substance take advantage of that. Looking for advice. Millie. Ah, it's a Millie one.
Now, what is this?
During the summers when we'd come here, I had a summer job as a waitress at the drive-in.
On roller skates? Like in the movies?
Yeah, I guess. And those movies were based on reality, you know.
You're cute!
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, please, Mom, stop. You were cute then, and you're, hot mom now.
What?
According to the boys at school, you are my hot mom. You didn't know about this?
What? No! I am not.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's great having all the boys at school talking about how hot your mom is. It's great. Regardless, this photo of you is real neat, and I think we should keep it.
Sure. Why not?
Okay, but like... I guess back to August room once again. Where didn't we look? Can I open anything here? No.
Well, howdy there. What's your name, buddy?
We've been through the dresser. We cannot do anything with the chair. We've been here. Okay, this looks sus. Can we do anything with the plate under the bed? No. We can't do anything with the fork. Okay, but we checked everything now, did we? I am confused.
Oh my god, Aunt August. I have so many questions.
Don't you store a plate under the bed? Well... I cannot say I never did, but usually no. This is so not helping. Okay, apparently we have reached the level of being stuck. I think I saw this map in Texas Chain Massacre. We are Canada. This is Canada Chain Massacre. Also, I keep getting stuck behind chairs. Okay, any suggestions where to look for the effing keys? In the fridge. Typical ADHD behavior. It's a hint to go to bed. Well, yeah, kinda. Oh, now we're back in here. Can I do anything else in this crawl space? He's getting tired. So since Bea and Toasty are the most invested into this game, when should I stream next to finish it? Is that a skeleton of the dog? Wow.
Oh, cool.
And yes, Saturday would work for me. I mean, potentially there was the Easter bonfire thingy. But I also don't think I will actually go there, so Saturday might be a stream idea. The Easter bonfires are Saturday, yes. I don't know when the next time I feel like I can handle Twitch, so don't want to promise to be here. Of course, the promises are never relevant anyways. I just like to ask every time people are invested in a story. And since I won't stick to my schedule anyways because of Easter. But yeah, I will stream again during this weekend for sure. And also, talking in streams takes way more spoons than people realize sometimes. I'm a big lurker. But if you don't want to go to the fire, I won't go, so I'm free there too. Yes. So we will see. Next stream is Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. And I really do not... Is that a key?
Aha! This must be the key to the van.
The key was sitting on the shelf. I just clicked everything else, but not the key. Wow. We clicked at the cards. We clicked at the games. And my brain didn't see the effing key. It was too obvious. Duh. Is it possible you got distracted by surroundings? What? No, never. I don't know what Flern posted and I'm too scared to click it. Welcome to ADHD Simulator.
I'd imagined. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar, a concerning scent of mold?
I mean, what do you expect? It's been under this carport for 30 years. That's why I'm not coming inside.
Okay, I'll just look around and get out. It is kind of gross in here.
You're just looking for the screwdriver, right?
Right.
Don't get too nosy, all right?
All right. But look at all this stuff.
Also, how can she stand in this? It's safe to click on. Yeah, but then I need to tap out of the game. Ooh. Worth it? I don't know. Mold plays a role in the game. I'm a medium or something. I wouldn't say worth it, but safe anyways. Okay, where can I get nosy now? No, we're not gonna exit it. Nothing to get nosy here.
Wow. Mom was even into theater back then. Huh. Ah, alas. Not so groovy anymore.
But groovy.
Wow. Brutal, Lori. Brutal.
Dear Opal, are you getting my letters? I haven't heard from you since you told me about Kurt. I've been writing you every week. Things are at the park are lame. All the fun people left and now it's just me, Gordon, and the dogs from Sandy Dusk. Sandusky? whatever. If I don't get anything back, I'm just going to assume you're too preoccupied with Kurt to write me. At least one of us is having fun. I will talk to you when school starts, I guess, unless I'm too busy. Lori. Wow. Where can I find the car keys? Better check the crawl space under the house. Well, the shelf, what? Too obvious? I just want the screwdrivers, then sleep.
Holy shit.
The summer's been real out there, but I've got to split. I'm not hip to another winter with snow. I'm on my bike headed to Cali. Look me up if you're ever out that way, Kurt. I'm not hip to another winter with snow. I'm on my bike headed to Cali. Who goes with a bike from the Midwest to California? I have a friend over in 10 hours and I need to sleep and clean the apartment. Okay, we got the screwdriver. Let's exit the van.
How was the stuff? Groovy as you'd hoped?
Well, I found, this. You guys didn't just drift apart at the end of the summer, did you?
No. I came to work at the diner one night, and they said someone had left a note for me. And it was this stupid thing.
That sucks, Mom.
I just felt like such an idiot. I'd put all my energy into plans, planning how we'd be able to stay together, planning how our life was going to be, planning how he'd be the answer for how I was going to be okay. And then one day, this. I don't know if I've ever cried as much as I did for the week after I got this.
The one who got away.
He seems like maybe he just wanted something different than you.
Well, he could have told me that. Instead, he just played along, told me what I wanted to hear. Until one day it was just goodbye. Not even face to face, just this selfish little note. And he was gone. There was a lesson I should have learned that summer. You can't rely on other people.
What?
If you put your trust in other people, if you expect them to be there for you, one day they won't be.
So what? You shouldn't have friends or relationships?
Well, no, I just mean you can care about other people, but you have to be ready for them to go away. And be okay on your own when they do.
Are you... You're making it sound like... Are you saying Dad left you? I thought you said you both agreed to get divorced.
Well, either way, he's not here, is he?
Mom, what happened? With you and Dad splitting up? He always makes it sound like you wanted him to leave, but...
He does?
I mean,
If he's telling you I wanted this, See? This is why you need to be okay on your own. If you're fine on your own, when they leave, you don't have to feel this way. Remember that.
Well... I've got the screwdriver.
Good. That's good.
We got the... Okay. But this game gives me slight motion sickness. I have not figured out how to move this without being weird. Okay.
Ah, door. We meet again. But this time, I'm ready for you.
Hey, good work.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay. Please let me know if the audio is too low or anything. Wow, those are super creepy slippers.
Freaky. Yet appealing. Oh, Grandma.
I go with creepy.
Would you have loved living on a boat?
I don't think so. I wonder what age he thought I was. He couldn't have thought a teenage girl would want to... Wait. I hadn't even thought of that. My mother was just gonna take me and August, and we were all gonna run off to Canada? I mean, of course she wasn't just gonna leave us behind, but...
Sounds like Grandma had some big plans worked up.
Well, look, he said she started having cold feet. And she must have written him back and said she wasn't sure if she could come after all.
You think she realized that maybe her kids wouldn't have been so happy moving onto a boat with some random man in Canada? Can I start calling him Canada Man?
You can call him whatever you want. This is so strange.
Love makes you do crazy things.
Love or grief?
Both?
That is lemon yogurt. Like it's in German it's called Aranka, and it's like a powder you mix with water and lemon, and then the yogurt. So quite healthy. I'm getting comfy. Yeah, get comfy, DK. And this is kinda heavy on the topic of grief and relationships, at least a little bit. Why do I keep getting out of frame? Me. And yeah, they are discovering the past of Grandma, who apparently had a lover, and they might or might not have planned to go away, so we are all discovering what was happening in the past. Darling, now wait, it sounds like someone's getting cold feet all of a sudden. We had a plan. Leo dies, I make tracks for the border, and when the dust settles, you follow me. This doesn't work if only one of us makes tracks. I've got everything you could ever hope for up here. A place of our own, a quiet little town where nobody knows our names, and a pile of cash that will keep us going till who knows when. The kids will love it too. What kid wouldn't want to live on a boat? Get those silly ideas out of your head, get back on track, and we will be together soon. And technically, we should be packing, but we went for a road trip instead. Yeah, very true. Technically, we're selling Grandma's house, or no, we sold Grandma's house already, and we are packing to leave Grandma's house in a week. But instead, we went on the road trip to discover the past. Totally logic. Yeah, now Toasty is going through all the ADHD activities we did. An astrology book! It wouldn't be a game on my stream if it would not have some astrology in it, right? That was a bit cheesy. And there are a lot of drinks, but we can't drink them. Yeah, that was basically me. Most of last stream, I was just trying, can I drink this? And a Bible. An astrology book next to the Bible. Makes sense. Can I open anything here? Open. It's Easter. It's very fitting that we are now holding an Easter goose. How can I... Can you turn? How? Super pretty. Oh, DK, where have you been? Where did your vacation go to? King, Queen, Royal Flush. Okay. There must be something in the desk.
Ah, my mom loved this desk. I remember when she brought it home from the flea market.
Jeez, how many desks did Grandma have?
Kind of a lot, I guess. I mean, she was a writer. She liked to move around.
Well, let's see what she was hiding in here. Ugh, it's locked. This gives me an idea. The little key? From Grandma's diary?
Right!
Oh, 2 weeks. That's amazing, DK. Then go again and then come back Wednesday. Ooh, that's a lot. But you deserve it. And you leave to Vegas again. Okay. Sounds like you're on a schedule. That is a condolences card. I'm finally on a vacation schedule. We are not running away, DK. Enjoy life. Our thoughts are with you. Helen, so sorry to hear about your loss. Please let me know if there's anything we can do. The Saltzmans. You can't just leave me here. I did all this for you, all for you, and those are my kids too, you know? I have a right. Okay.
What's that?
What? I'm sorry. What?
What does he mean? When he says those are his kids? Was Grandpa Leo not your real dad? Could that have been why he was trying to run away with you in August and Grandma Helen?
I can't even imagine.
Look, Mom. Look. This one. This note. It has a return address. Pierre Lautrec. Box 9, Hop2 Lake, Carndale, Ontario. We should go check it out.
What? No.
No? But...
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada based on some return address from over 30 years ago. We have the rest of the house to pack up, and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should have done sooner, and...
Mom, stop.
I would enjoy my life even more if I could kidnap you all. Aww. You would need some big suitcases. That is true. I don't need to be put in a suitcase. Transport me in a coffin. Vampire coffin confirmed. Yes, so vampire coffin confirmed, because the coffin sounds more comfortable than a suitcase. Okay, this is your father we're talking about. It's about who you really are. The house can wait. This can't. You're going to pass up.
The house can wait a day. This can't.
The house actually can't wait.
A day? I mean, come on. It can't be that far of a drive. It says it's right across the border. And if we don't do it now, you think we're really ever gonna come back? You could find out who this guy really was. Who your father really was. Who we really are. But not if we just turn around and go home.
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not doing this because of your sterling rhetorical skills. You didn't win this one. I just happen to agree with you. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why she never told me about it, and who my real father is. And if we go check out this address, we might find nothing. But we might find something. So if one more day of driving is all it takes to find out one way or the other...
Then why not, right?
Right.
Glad I could convince you.
No, you just happen to be right.
Exactly. Glad you came around to see things my way in the end. Okay. Should we get going? It's getting dark.
Yeah. Let's find somewhere to stay for the night. We'll look up directions. Get back on the road in the morning.
Hotel night. We're getting room service. Thank you, Mom. Best weekend ever.
But we didn't find that hidden fortune you were so excited about.
Yeah. Maybe it's on the other side of the border.
Maybe. Come on, let's get out of here.
Bad. What the heck? Is Pierre at one mom's real dead? Gandalf, we found an address for some place in Kanawida. We got to check it out. Time to hit the road. Oh boy. No. Ah. Stop it. We're hitting the road. We're going out here. That sounds great. I have connections. I have connections. I can make the arrangements. So now we are in a mafia vampire coven. Did I get that right? There's the random Bügelbrett again, and there's our car. I went the wrong way around this house. Good job. As long as I can bring my cat, I don't need to get back. I just stay on vacation. Sounds actually awesome. I might join. Okay. Yes, we're leaving.
All right. Time to order that room service.
This is not the kind of place that has room service. I'm sorry.
What?
Hotels do room service. This is a motel.
Just like the summer place was a mobile home and not a trailer.
Right. But the other way around. But there's a restaurant and lounge right next door, though. I'm gonna head down there and get us dinner, okay? And I'm going to have a cocktail while I wait. It's been a long day. I'll be back with something to eat soon.
Well, all right. That's almost like room service.
What do you want to eat?
Almost.
Oh. Burger?
Burger it is. Do your homework.
I knew I shouldn't have brought my backpack on this trip. Now Mom expects me to do my homework. Well, I guess there's not much else to do coped up in this motel room? I mean, I heard a phone. Flaren is of course playing League. I was just about to ask him what's dinner gonna be. I think he said panko chicken? We can have burger on our vacation. Okay, it's a group burger.
Oh, how lovely. Dirt-flavored water. No thanks.
It's burger day. Flaren make a burger. We don't have everything for a burger. We don't have burger buns. And we don't have, like, a lot we would need for that. Hey, from Tessa's dad. Flaren can bake buns. No, that would actually be my job to make the buns. But we can just use my buns. Never mind. But actually, yeah, baking is more my thing. I even got extra flour meal to bake. I can't make buns. I have to entertain you all. Yeah, I'm entertaining you all. I'm entertaining myself today with being ridiculous. Okay, new message from Tessa's dad. Hey Tessa Bear, hope you had a good day. Busy with some work late tonight, but we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thinking of you always. That's what I tried to say, Toasty. Hi, Dad. What's up, Tessa Bear? Nothing. Just gonna cross that Canada border soon. Wanted to say hi. Canada? What for? We found some clues in Grandma and Grandpa's old summer house, and we think there might be more to find at another place across the border. So we're gonna check it out. Are you hunting for bootlegger gold without me? Maybe we're gonna see what we find. Can't wait to hear all about it once you're back, and to get my cut of the action. Can't wait to talk to you too. I had a question. It's about you and Mom. I feel a bummer incoming, but okay. Well, you always said Mom wanted to leave, and that's why you're not living with us anymore. But Mom said you were the one that wanted to leave, so I'm confused. She said that, huh? Well, I would say it was mutual, kid. But I had a big opportunity out here and had to take it. I understood I understood your mom didn't want to come along, and that's okay. That's why you left home and quit Video Galaxy and everything? It's not the same without you here or at the store. I'm sure the store is even better without me. Who wants their dads as their boss? But you made the store so fun. The window displays and Halloween costume contest and movie quote trivia. The new manager is just boring. So what is your big opportunity out there? Well, you know, I had it out here for a new biz venture, and I'm in the investment stage. Can't wait to tell you more about it, but just wouldn't feel comfortable till I know it's going to pan out. I have such a hard time reading this short text message text. Jesus. Just want to make sure everything perfect for when I tell you more. Remember when you were little and you worked on that book? You drew me for weeks and wouldn't let me peek at it till it was all done. I've still got that book right here with me, and you didn't want me to see it till you had it all perfect. This is just like that. Still have that? Yeah, I would never part with it. No way, no how. I just don't want to disappoint you by jumping the gun. You understand, don't you, kiddo? Yeah, I can't wait to hear more. Soon, I hope. Got to get back to it. Love you, Tessa Bear. Love you too. Texting Francine. Hey Frankie, we survived the abandoned summer home. And how haunted was it? Very. How many ghosts did you see? Nothing but ghosts. The place was packed full of them. Damn, I want to see a ghost. Speaking of spooky, how did your mom react to telling her about Nevada? I didn't tell her. You are so obsessed with that. You need to tell her. What if she doesn't let you go? I'm gonna, and she will let me go. Just do it now. Okay, I will when it's the right time. When? I don't know. So, did you find what you were looking for? Yes and no. We're heading to Canada tomorrow. What? We found some stuff about who my grandpa might have really been. We're gonna see if we can find more about him. You might be part Canadian. Yeah, 1/4 maple syrup running through my blood. I will call and text you about it when we're home. Reception out here's bad. We're in a weird little motel for the night. It's pretty cool. It's old and vintage, and my mom's getting me a burger from the bar. That's awesome. Well, have a look around the motel room. Is there nothing weird in there? Probably. If I find anything weird, I will text you about it. Put phone in pocket. Francine wants to hear about weird stuff in here. I should text message her if I find anything interesting. Yeah. Awesome. The TV is not working. There should be a bathroom though.
Notify the blah blah blah. Be aware. Be sure. Got it.
This is all... What? That makes so much sense, Toasty. That makes so much sense. Also, we are totally gonna tell Francine about this. I don't know what that is. Yeah, me either. Maybe stop snooping in your mom's stuff. Okay. We're gonna stop snooping in my mom's stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely stealing these.
Mountain Valley soap, conditioner, and shampoo. Awesome. Then I guess it's doing some homework.
Hey, it's burger time. How's that homework coming along?
Fine. How was the restaurant?
Overpriced. But I guess that's the price you pay for convenience. Here's your burger.
Thanks.
Enjoy. I'm gonna call August.
Tell her I said hi.
August? Guess where I am? At a motel In Powhatan. Tess and I took a little road trip. She says hi. We paid a visit to the old summer house. You remember the summer house? Mobile home. Yes, it's still there. Anyway, we came away with some questions about Mom and Dad.
The burger is my rival and I will defeat it. That's the weirdest way to eat the burger, but sure. I have vanquished the mighty burger. Okay. Still no drinks, no drinks. It's the bane of my existence in this game. I will be forever thirsty. I've got to help my dad with dinner. Have a good drive to Canada. Don't let the moose bite.
Do you think... Could Dad have... Yeah, she's here. Hold on. She wants to talk to you. I'm going out for a smoke. Back in a few.
Hello, Teresa.
Hi, Aunt August.
This is all... It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's one word for it.
How do you feel about it?
DK.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Me neither. It's so surreal.
I can't imagine Grandma having an affair, but I also don't think she would have if it wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah. It seems pretty out of character, but she was an interesting person. My dad... I was still pretty young when our dad died. For your mom, I think this is all a lot harder on your mom than on me. I never really knew him.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. I've spent enough on therapy to almost be over it. Did you guys find anything out there? I haven't been since we were kids.
We found some of your old art. Stuff you made as a kid.
Oh, that's so fun. I was a creative kid.
Do you ever do that kind of stuff now?
Well, no, not really. Not as much as I'd like to. Although I have to do a lot of creative stuff at work. But it would be nice to get back into writing.
What about drawing?
I was a dedicated artist, but never a very good one. I'll leave the visual stuff to you. What about the house? What was it like?
It was pretty beat up.
Yeah. I'm surprised it was still standing.
I guess part of me hoped we could just move out there.
Move out there? Oh my gosh. You're breaking my heart. You'd rather live in the middle of nowhere than in Chicago?
What?
With me, in the townhouse. Didn't your mom say?
No. What about Mom? Can she stay with you?
Of course, both of you, but she doesn't want to.
What do you mean?
She... Look, you should talk to her about it. It isn't my place.
Why didn't...
Oh, hold on. Work is calling. I gotta go. Love you, Teresa.
Love you too, Aunt August.
Hot damn! This story has more twists than I don't know, the Twister. This family keeps so many secrets, for real, Sylvie. I don't even know where to start with those. Mom let us be scared to be homeless instead of moving in with a sister. Correct. And is hiding something with the meds Mom is taking, and I really don't know anything here. Increased turnout at Andromeda. Improve word of mouth. What t-shirts? Posters in local schools. Actors, directors give lectures. Found a note my mom wrote on the bar napkin. What's it say? Maybe Mom has good reason? It's a note about her theater, like how to get more people to go. A bar napkin would be more interesting. This must be worse than usual. These ideas are tame, we need to punch it up. We run down the street launching fireworks, yelling theater. I got my plane to spell out sea place in the sky. We got to an elementary school play and boo, better acting at Andromeda. Kids bounce back. I'm envisioning the backstage mom rage. Maybe napkin thoughts win. She could tell us the reason. I mean, she is invested in this theater a lot. I don't know if that's a coping skill or if that's something.
And Jocelyn is looking at him, and it's so obvious that she forgot her line. And of course she did, because she only got off book a few days before. And he's just staring at her.
Uh-huh.
And Todd needs her to say it, otherwise the whole scene makes no sense, and it's dead quiet. It's opening night. And so then she just says, "Who are you? The Pirate of Penzance?" Tess,
What?
are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm listening.
If you want to just drive quietly for a while, that's fine. I can do that.
This drive is so freaking boring. I wonder what's going on with Dad and Francine. Although, you know, come to think of it, this is actually normal IRL family things people go through. Keeping secrets at all. I mean... Yes. Yes. More often the secrets are kept... I mean, this is between generations, so keeping the secrets between generations does make sense. More often than not, the secrets are kept from the outside world, but sometimes also in between the families. That is true. Wow, a printed direction map. I haven't seen one of those in ages.
Wait, where's my cell phone? Did I leave it in my backpack? Oh no.
What?
My cell phone. I left my cell phone at the hotel.
Are you sure?
Yes, I looked everywhere. It's not in the glove box. It's not in my backpack. I don't have the charger either. I must have left it on the charger at the hotel. I need my phone.
Tess, we have been driving for over an hour already. We are not driving all the way back to the motel just so you can have your phone for one day.
You don't understand. It might be gone if we don't go back for it.
I'm sure it'll be in the motel Lost and Found. We can pick it up on the way home.
Mom, we have to turn around. We haven't been driving for an hour.
Yes, we have. We left 1 hour and 18 minutes ago.
Well, we can drive faster on the way back.
I am not breaking the speed limit and getting pulled over and getting a ticket because you can't wait till tonight to get
I wouldn't have left my phone there if it wasn't for you. You were lying to me, and I was so distracted. And now you won't even go back. And
Hold on. I was lying to you? When was I lying to you?
you didn't tell me we could stay with August. Why would you just lie to me and say August was unwilling to help us?
I didn't lie. She doesn't want to help. Helping would be buying the house, and when I asked, she said no.
But she offered to let us stay with her.
And I said no. There's a million reasons why that's a bad idea.
At least we'd be sleeping in a bed and not a car.
We aren't gonna sleep in the car. I'll figure something out.
Aren't you concerned? We have no plan. You have no plan.
I have a plan. Money might be tight, but it's not like I don't have a job.
We're back with millennials, we can't function without our phones. I mean, that was a lousy flip phone. So, It's more about being able to write Dad, but she idolizes Dad so much. That's also not really
If
healthy.
you and Dad were still together, where do you think we would be right now?
I don't know, Tess.
Do you think we still would have lost the house?
Where are you going with this?
You're always trying to make him look bad. But while he was here, we were fine.
We were fine?
Maybe he wouldn't have had to pursue his dreams somewhere else if you had been more supportive of him. He was always working on stuff. He would know what to do.
That's not what was going on. And don't bring your dad into this.
Why not? Why can't we talk about Dad? Actually talk about Dad for once? The divorce,
I don't want to have this discussion right now.
Fine. You don't want to have this discussion? I'll just find out when I go to Nevada.
What?
When I see Dad when I go next month.
You're not going to Nevada next month.
Yes, I am. I already have the tickets.
What do you mean? With what money?
From my business, I'm going.
From your business. I can't believe you. That you would go behind my back?
If you just told me what was happening, I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to ask Dad to tell me the truth.
The truth? Please. Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? You want to know what's the truth? Fine. Here's the truth. The divorce wasn't mutual. I divorced him. Your father announced he was going to Reno to become a full-time gambler and expected me to say, "Oh, sure, honey, feel free to abandon me and my daughter and dying mother to try out your next get-rich-quick scheme." What? What kind of person would think a marriage could work with that kind of distance? So then I have to be the bad guy, just like always. He gets to run away and be the fun parent, and I have to be the mean mom and do all the work. So I divorced him. I'm sure he's just as proud of his new job as I am, and that's why you're hearing about it now. So sure, go to Nevada, ask him all about it. I'm sure he'll tell you the truth.
This was totally the right time to tell Mom about Nevada. No. This went kinda bad. Not only did I lose my phone, but I got in a fight with Mom. This sucks. I guess now we're just going to sit here in silence until we get to the stupid houseboat.
It's a dead end.
It's not a dead end. We just have to get out and walk.
Where, Tess?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's through here. Thanks for the help, by the way.
Look, I know you're upset. We both are. Let's just get in, See what we can find about Pierre and get out. Before I change my mind.
I am so invested in this drama. Looks like we finally made it to the houseboat we saw in the picture, most likely owned by the mystery man, aka Pierre. Whatever we find here better be worth it. Oops. We have the letterboxes. I can smell the slimy lake. This is not nice. I mean, the ivy looks nice. And this... Prepare for major weather. I cannot pick anything up here, that's kinda sad. Danger. This looks partly creepy and partly just sad. And all the alcohol bottles are not the best sign, to be honest. Okay, Sylvie. This looks kinda creepy. The idol. I think that's the wrong one. I think it's the other one. No, Larry's shack. Then it was the idol. I don't know. Did I slam the door in my own face? Yes, I did. Huh. Fishing lure. Plates. A random paddle through the window. I cannot drink any can. It's so sad. More plates. Yeah, I'm done picking up plates. Thanks. I'm just picking up things to see if I can keep...
Dried blood? Ew, 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 ew. Why on earth did I just touch that?
I do not want to drink. Hey! It's totally fine if it's a closed can. Like a time capsule, the soda doesn't gonna go bad.
Somebody has anger issues. Couldn't just set down the knife gently, could ya?
Soda does go bad. Yeah.
Pierre! Pierre was here.
Looks like we're on the right track.
Please remember, this is a shared facility for all residents who fish off their boats and the dock. If you borrow equipment to clean or prepare your catch, return it to its storage space in orderly fashion. And if you Clean your catch on the workbenches here. Please clean up thoroughly before retiring for the evening. We all rely on one another's consideration to keep the fishing shack in good shape. This means you, Pierre. All dock vessels must be removed prior to October 1st due to the scheduled completion of the St. Jude River Dam project. No exceptions by authority of whatever. Oh, 1974. So they did finish the dam. I cannot read this closer. Okay. That's why everything looks so weird here. Because there's a dam that removed all the water. How do I get down there? Let me jump. Oh. Come on.
How are we supposed to get on board?
Maybe there's something around here we can use.
We cannot get across the boat, but if we try to jump that gap, we will break our shin bones. Maybe there's something around here we can use to get across. I mean...
This is so stupid. We're trespassing. We need to go back home.
But
What if you fall off and break your neck, Tess? Or who knows what's even in that boat? Or if the floorboards are all rotted, or...
But we're already here. And the trailer home...
Mobile home.
The mobile home was fine. I just think... If we go back now, what's the point? Don't you want to know what happened to Grandma? To find Pierre?
Okay, fine.
Pierre sounds he has
Stay here,
anger
and I'll
issues.
see what I can find.
No. You can't go in without me.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Tess. No matter how grown up you think you might be, I'm still your mother.
You're right. I'm sorry. We've done all of this so far together. I just don't want to give that up.
All right. We'll do it together, but I should go first.
No, I should go.
No way! What if you fall off?
I could say the same to you. I should go first. I'm not gonna let my poor, aged mother walk across a rickety bridge before I'm sure it's safe.
Let's flip a coin. Call it heads or tails.
Hi Kat, welcome in. How are you doing? Hallo schön, wie geht's? It's almost right. Thank you, Tony.
Tails. I won!
Just be careful and stay away from the edge.
Oh, wasn't there a word last time you were unsure how to pronounce? Do you remember which one it was? Now would be a perfect opportunity that I pronounce it. Okay, more ships, more alcohol. That isn't the best picture to get from Pierre. I need help with D, das, and probably der at the moment. Oh, der, die, and das are so complicated because Germany assigns a gender to everything, where you use the in English. And the gender is not logic. You just need to roll with it at one point. Daddy does have just no sense. Yeah. There's no logic. You just need to learn what gender what thing has. It's horrible. You're going around the house saying Entschuldigung. It is unnecessarily long. Even Germans nowadays usually say sorry. I keep making mistakes and run out of hearts. Yeah, there's really no logic to it. And for some words, even Germans argue with each other if that is feminine or neutral or what it is. Yeah, that's what I was just going for, Toasty. Sometimes you use one in southern Germany and the other one in northern Germany, and it just doesn't make sense at all.
Quite the party boat Pierre had going on here.
No kidding.
I kind of want to clean up the rest of these.
Ugh, why?
Aren't you always talking about how important it is to recycle? What if a sea turtle gets caught in them?
That happens with six-pack rings for cans. These are bottles, and this is a river. And there's no water.
Nevertheless,
Okay. Did I just... why do I keep crashing the doors into my face today? There's really no sense behind it. Girl, for example, is not the female D. It has the neutral das. That is correct. Das Mädchen. Die Frau. Der Junge. Yeah, it is what Toasty said. Good morning, Gib. Coffee and croissant sounds amazing. Okay, going into a stranger's home is even creepier.
a letter from Grandma.
Can you imagine if my mother had actually moved us up here to stay?
I'd be Canadian.
You wouldn't even exist.
Whoa. What?
Well, who knows if I would have had a daughter if my whole life had changed back then. I certainly wouldn't have met your father.
Wow. So, this is like looking into an alternate reality. I'd like to live in another reality.
Like what?
One where we were really rich, and you could fix up the Andromeda and make every play there amazing.
Tess.
And we could keep Grandma's house and make it all perfect, like better than it's ever been.
There's no way to that reality from here.
I was surprised to receive another letter from you so soon. A houseboat. It's a romantic thought living right on the water. But don't you suppose it might be a bit small for the both of us and 2 children, including a teenager? Couldn't you have written to me before making this decision? We are still here, waiting for the heat to die down. While I'm excited to start our new life afresh, I have begun to rack up worries. How will the children react with all they've already been through? What do you suppose my parents will think? And us just disappearing. My poor mother. She's already lost a son-in-law. Won't people come looking for us? Are you sure there's no other way?
Wow, this is from when Grandma was really young.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this one.
You look a lot like her.
Really? I always thought I looked more like my father.
Maybe you were just imagining things?
What? Oh, you mean because he might not have been my father? I suppose I can see the resemblance now that I think about it.
You have her smile.
Okay. That is going places.
Wow, cool.
Tess, don't touch that!
Why not? It's just as grimy as anything else in this boat. Plus, I want to find out what the winter campus fashions were in 1968.
You don't know where that's been.
It's literally been right here for 30 years.
I mean before that. Like... Never mind. And I think it was fringed jackets.
The winter campus fashions in 1968?
And patterned tights. But really? Put that down.
Oh, because it's the magazine for gentlemen. Yes, put that down. Please. And look.
It's locked. This must be where the money is.
I seriously doubt that, but regardless, we'll have to...
Can I just kick it in?
I'd say you're free to try, but I don't want you hurting yourself.
How sturdy can it be? Ow! All right, pretty sturdy.
Yes, office, whatever's in there would blow the lid of this whole thing. Of course it's locked, because nothing's as ever easy. So finding this key will be as hard as finding the last key, right?
Damn, 40 grand.
We've definitely found our man.
This must have been from when he drove up here. Imagine spending $6 on a steak lunch.
Or $7 for a tank of gas.
Did people just drink more back then?
Yeah, I think so. But this is a lot, even for 1968.
$3,000? For a houseboat?
Are you saying that's a lot, or a little?
A little? Only $3,000 for a boat? You can live on? It's a house and a boat. That's 2 whole things for just $3,000. Some people don't even have one thing.
It does seem like he probably got a pretty good deal.
Do you think the boat had something wrong with it?
Maybe Pierre just drove a hard bargain.
I want to get a full tank of gas for $7. Yeah.
Cool. Nobody to spy on, though.
Yeah, we're not picking up the ashtray. Where to go? Where to go? I cannot go downstairs. This is horrible. Where am I supposed to look now? I looked at the... Oh, there's something. I cannot own this.
Boy, really getting into the sea captain persona, aren't we? Did the boat ever even leave this dock?
Probably not. Ugh, what now? What now, what now, what now? Found it! Can I get inside now as well? Oh, there's a door. Okay.
Dodge this!
Mm-hmm. I would need to move the chair. I cannot move the chair. Then we're opening the door. And not slamming it in our face. Yay! Boxes. A carpet without a body in it. Good, good. Yeah, those are really broken. That's not good. A life jacket. That is a surprisingly spacey looking bathroom for a houseboat. I mean, it's not worse than the trailer one. Also, why is it so dark? Stop being so dark. Oh, there is the room for the kiddos. I mean, would Opal have liked being in a bunk bed? But look, there's even a gift. How fucking sweet is that? Please don't go on about the silly ideas in my head. My concerns are far from silly. This affects all of us. You say we will have everything we could ever hope for, but I'm not the one who decided to run off across the border and have silly little Helen pick up her entire life and her children's lives on the drop of a hat to follow, no matter how much money was involved. I hope for things that money can't buy, treasured friendships I have held since I was a girl, my relationship with my parents and siblings. Satisfying work where I got to help people, my children to grow up in the loving company of their grandparents and their friends. These are the things you asked me to give up, and for what? Isolation, an unfamiliar place, a leaky boat, money to spend on what? What does it matter if everything else is lost?
You tell him, Grandma.
Yeah, not one to mince words.
All those years of writing advice columns paid off, I guess. Kinda nice that she was thinking about you guys, too. Not just uprooting your life, dumping you in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I can't imagine what it would have been like to grow up here.
You'd have to learn French.
And fishing.
Sacre bleu.
Oh no, it's already happening.
Oh no, not the French. We lost the body from the carpet? Yeah. Woo. I think Pierre got anger issues and alcoholism over Helen not deciding to go up here.
Oh, it's for 4 players. Sorry, Pierre.
Another present. Aw, that's kind of sweet of him. And then we have a kitchen. A very spacey one as well. Betting, closing, loan, horse race. Okay. I mean, he took care of the finances. Coffee. Cats. Whoopsie. Huh. More plates. And, of course, the place had its own bar. Turn on TV. Nope.
Ha!
Key! You got a key!
Wow, that is a lot to spend on whiskey.
$45?
A lot for back then, I mean. Whiskey was more expensive then, too. Plus, judging from the state of this place, this was probably a reoccurring order.
Jeez, slow it down, Pierre.
I don't think he was handling my mother's change of heart too well.
With this amount of booze, it doesn't look like he was handling anything too well.
Listen, let's just get back to it. It's cold in this busted old boat.
Okay. Megaphone, life jacket. Pipe. Tobacco. Then let's get up the ladder again. That looks nothing like I expected. Also, can someone turn on the fucking light in here? I don't see anything. I want to open the drawers or anything. Okay, first reading, then hi mom. I've received your latest letter. This is my final response. You say you did all this for me, but you didn't. Everything you've done, you did for yourself. You were the one who was unsatisfied with our home, our income, and always wanted more. You were the one who made the decision to get more money through reckless, illegal means. You were the one who decided to run to Canada to save our own skin, without even telling me until it was too late to do anything but follow along. I'm not following along anymore. You say these are your kids too. Of course they are, but they are my children as well. I'm here with them every day, comforting their grief, trying to console them over the loss of their father, trying my very hardest to keep up the ruse. But I'm getting used to it. Used to doing this on my own, used to speaking for myself, to living this new life. I'm regaining my footing. I'm starting to feel okay. Pierre is the father? The father didn't die?
So I guess that's it. Grandma had enough time on her own. Without Grandpa, without Pierre. She realized she liked things better that way.
Can you blame her?
No, not at all. It was her chance to have her own independence. And who would want to give up their whole life, everything they know, just for some guy and some money?
People have done worse for less.
Yeah, but Grandma had a pretty good life, didn't she? Her advice column, her art, her kids, her house. Maybe she just needed a little time to herself to realize how good she had it.
You say you will do whatever it takes to make me happy, that you will give me everything I've always deserved to have. I don't know how else to tell you this, but I think you already have. All I want now is to be left alone, free to lead this new life by my own means. Do not contact me or the children again. This is over for all of us. I think we are happy once. I hope you find happiness again. Helen. God damn it. Good pick the key.
This could come in handy.
Looks like a mailbox key.
Didn't we see some mailboxes up by the gate where we came in?
Mm-hmm. This is a ride. Yeah, I don't know. My guess now is the father didn't actually die, but pretended to, because she keeps saying legal situation.
Looks like Pierre tried to mail this, but he messed up the postage or something. Let's crack this bad boy open.
Wait, opening other people's mail? I don't know, Tess.
Pretty sure the law frowns on breaking into people's houseboats, too. It's a little late to be getting squeamish now, don't you think?
I suppose you have a point.
Let's see what we've got here.
Return to sender unclaimed. No such address. Address incomplete. Or refused by addressee. Whatever. It was the last one. But was the man the mom thought was her father called Pierre? No, the father was called Leon. And then suddenly there were letters from Pierre, but Leon was already dead when the Pierre letters showed up. So I don't even know if there was actually an affair, dude. For me, Leon and Pierre are the same at the moment. To whom it may concern, I now confess my culpability for a spate of bulgeries which resulted in the theft of almost $500,000. Yeah, he changed his name, is my theory. I had worked as a property inspector for G Country for over 10 years. At a poker game in 1966, I was approached by a man interested in trading blueprints and my knowledge for cash. He and a few others targeted department stores and other businesses that carried large amounts of cash overnight. This relationship developed and I became more and more involved. I was given 10% of the proceeds from the robberies in exchange for information on how they could evade detection from the store's security. As time went on, the stores they chose to hit became riskier and riskier. I had no way to back out of the arrangement as they had threatened not only my safety, but that of my family as well. Seeing no other option, I falsified a death certificate with papers I lifted from a country's office. Haha! I left my wife and daughters to cross the border under an assumed name, giving them instructions to follow me. They never did, and I regret having asked them to. What little of my stolen profits remain I have destroyed. My wife, Helen, knew nothing of my crimes until it was too late. She only went along with the story of my death because she had no other choice. She is innocent. My decision to involve myself in this series of crimes was mine alone. I ask only that you leave my wife and daughters alone. This is my confession. Leonard Lambros. Well, at least not back then.
So Pierre was my dad?
He wrote this whole confession, but it never made it. It's been here ever since.
I can't believe it.
Well, it says right there.
No, I mean rhetorically, Tess. Jeez.
Right.
So my mother wasn't having an affair at all? Or whatever this would have been.
Not except with Grandpa's secret identity.
So my father hadn't died. When we thought he'd had a heart attack, he was just here, on this dock. We never got to know him. He was just a car ride away. August and I suffered over something that never even happened.
It kind of did happen though, didn't it? As far as you knew, it did. You lived with that your whole life, so to you, it did.
I can't believe I can't believe he just abandoned us. All this time, he was here. He gave up his family, his children.
For an old boat and some booze.
I wish I could have talked to him. Just one more time.
Where is he now?
Living a lie for the rest of her life. I can't even imagine. I just wish I could have talked to her about it while she was alive. I
wish she could have trusted you.
Yeah. If we could have just... She didn't have to carry all this alone. I can't believe she would do that to us, lie to us, her whole life. Why didn't she say anything? Even when we were all grown up.
Maybe she was trying to protect you.
Yeah, maybe. August was so little. But I was old enough to know the truth. I just wish we would have talked.
So, that's it? He spent all his money, tried to send this confession, and disappeared, and he never came back? Do you think he could still be alive?
I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't care. It doesn't really matter, does it? Either way, he's gone.
You don't want to keep going? Maybe we could find...
No, I think we've found enough.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mom.
He pretended to die. But he really just left me, like everyone else.
I didn't leave you.
Well, maybe not yet. But your dad...
I thought you said you were the one who kicked Dad out.
I mean... Well, it wasn't quite like that. I guess... Listen. I'll give you the full story in the car. I'm freezing out here.
Yeah, me too.
Tess, thanks for doing this. For coming with me.
Of course.
And for pushing me to find out what happened.
Just doing my job.
I know I haven't been the best mom lately. But I am so lucky to have such an incredible, kind,
Oh, Mom.
beautiful, hardworking...
Stop. You'll make me cry.
just such an amazing daughter.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, honey.
Wow, that was a lot.
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this.
Good question. What do you think?
I don't think she'd be too happy. Now, girls, I hid those private things away so people wouldn't find them. I don't know why you couldn't leave well enough alone. Well, if you didn't want people to find it, maybe you should have gotten rid of it. Well, okay. Maybe I did want you to find it. A little bit.
So you asked about what happened with me and Dad.
Uh-huh.
Well, your dad, you know, was always looking for the next thing. Always had a new idea to try that was gonna fix all his problems, our problems. And for a while, it was the video store. And then that sales thing, and then he decided that he was gonna be a professional poker player.
Is that what you meant by full-time gambler?
Yeah. I mean, not really a gambler. He's not playing with his own money. It's all tournaments and stuff. They're playing as a sport.
Well, as a sport, it's at least not as bad as I assumed.
That's insane. Didn't anybody tell him the house always wins?
Oh, I did. But this isn't playing poker against the house. It's against other players. There is no house. Believe me, I heard all his justifications. There were plenty.
And even though he's been gone for a couple years, he's never told me why he's really out there. Why wouldn't he tell me?
Maybe deep down, he's not so proud of it.
Maybe he just didn't want to tell me till after he'd hit it big? So he chose right when Grandma really started getting sick and we moved in to take care of her, to go off and follow his dream? He must really like poker.
He likes it. But I wouldn't say that's the real reason he left. The split came at a really hard time. The theater was doing worse, and I was spending all my time there. Then your grandmother started really declining and needed more and more help. I think when I decided we needed to move in with her, to care for her, well, being a full-time caretaker for his mother-in-law was not something your father ever signed up for. So he left for Nevada. He wanted to stay married. Said we could make it work. But by that time...
It was already over.
Yeah, exactly. I realized that this was a pattern that would never really end. Do you blame me for ending it?
No, I get it. You needed his support, and he just ran away. Kind of forced your hand.
Yeah, kind of.
That sucks, Mom. But I do miss him. I'm sorry for buying the tickets.
Oh,
I should have talked to you first. I guess I thought, I don't know, that Dad, explain everything to me in a way that made sense, and that he was living some great life out there.
no, you shouldn't apologize. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I guess I was embarrassed. That I would have married such a ding-dong.
Ding-dong.
Professional gambler. I didn't want to have to say it out loud. But I guess you can't keep running away from your problems forever.
Now I have these tickets and I don't know what to do.
I think you should go.
To Reno?
Yeah, I think it would be good for you to hear his side of the story. We may not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you guys have a good relationship. You should spend some time with him. I think it'd be good for both of you.
Are
That's
you
very
sure?
reasonable,
Yeah.
reasonable, Mom.
I'm sure. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese? Fat chance. I'm proud of you, Mom.
For what?
What do you mean, for what? You're kick-ass. How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter all over Michigan to search for a family secret? Or run their own business, run a community theater? That's pretty cool.
All right. Maybe not the brightest idea from a financial perspective, but it is pretty cool. Thanks, honey. That means a lot. And speaking of businesses, that's pretty impressive that you made enough money to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, it's exciting that people are willing to pay me to design websites.
Well, I've seen what you can do, and you do a great job.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm serious. When I saw your web stuff, I mean, I don't always know what I'm looking at, but I know it looks good.
Thanks.
I don't know what I'm looking at, but it looks nice.
Artist's eye. Just like your grandma.
And my mom. But maybe it skipped over my aunt.
Come on. Her painting wasn't that bad. Well, I guess I always imagined that you'd go to Ford like Grandma and me. It's silly, but it's not fair of me. God knows I didn't do everything my mom wanted me to do.
Like seeing Kurt?
Yeah, exactly. Amongst many other things. But yeah, it's hard to let go, to see you as an adult, and not just my baby girl.
Mom.
You were so cute back then. Even cuter than now.
Stop.
Thank you, Tony.
And you had the biggest head. Everyone said it. Everyone said, that's the baby with the biggest
Wild Aussie Western
Bowling
Saga.
ball head.
Nice
Bowling
one.
ball baby.
Yep. And it was all your dad. On my side, we all have perfect, tiny little heads. Like golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about the whole August thing?
Moving in with her?
Yeah. I guess it's a big decision, moving to Chicago.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Would you want to move in with her?
I'm not sure. What about the Andromeda and Francine? It means starting over, kind of.
Yeah. But it could be nice to get a fresh start. We've been through a lot of big changes this year. You've been through so many big changes. But I mean, we're making it work. And whatever we decide, we can make it work. I'm confident in that.
Yeah. Me too.
We should call August and tell her about all this.
Oh, hey, August, guess what? Our dad really is our dad.
You can sleep easy. We're not French-Canadian after all.
Yay!
Whatever we end up doing, I'm glad you're with me.
Yeah. Me too.
Man, these family secrets are right. That was the game. We still haven't found August's book.